I love online video. In fact, we all do. But with 1.5 million videos being uploaded to YouTube every day, how the hell are we supposed to go through that information and find the best ones to watch? Welcome to FiBuy.com, your video concierge. Built on top of popular video hosting services like YouTube and Vimeo, FiBuy recommends you videos to watch based on time of day, what you're in the mood for, and more. Let's take it for a spin. So, it's Wednesday afternoon. What are you in the mood to watch? Do you want to rock out? Do you want to be inspired? Do you want to learn something? Geek out? Do you want to make me laugh? All right, make me laugh. OK, we all want to have a few giggles. How much time do you have? Do you have 5 minutes, 15 minutes? FiBuy cares about that. So you go ahead and you click 15 minutes.
If I ever have that, let me know.
Contextually, FiBuy serves up what FiBuy thinks you'll like. Auto-tune remix, comedy skits, Harlem Shake, LOL. Let's try Auto-tune remix. I've had enough. You've had enough of Harlem Shake. Boom. Instantly, you have curated videos, Auto-tune remix just in your queue. All you have to sit there is laugh. You got Bob Ross there, you're going to laugh a lot. Gingers Have Soul, come on, who doesn't laugh at that? All you got to do is sit back and relax.
Sound.
So?
Where's the sound?
You've had enough of Slapshot Auto-tune remix videos. You want to go, you're going to a cocktail party tonight. Say there's a bunch of Wall Street people there. And, you don't want to sound like an idiot. You want to see what's happening, what's trending in the stock market community. So you go ahead, you click channels. And you scroll down to, let's see if there's a stock market channel. Yep, you got a stock market channel. Now, the way channels work on FiBuy is a lot like how Reddit works. People post videos to channels, community upvotes it, downvotes it, best up rises to the top. Additionally, you have moderators, so a curation element. So you can see you have Howard Lindsay here, CEO of StockTwits and well-known trader who's helping curate those videos. So you know that the videos are good quality. You don't have to go to YouTube and spend hours sifting for that. Forget about it. So you go, you see stock market reaches all-time high. That's probably relevant. Dow is set to surge higher. That's probably a good conversation starter. You just go, you add it to your queue, and you could be assured that all the videos are good. And in a nutshell, that's what FiBuy is. It's really dead simple. If you like watching online video, you're just going to get a lot of stuff that you really like to watch. We believe in context. We believe in curation. And we're launching here today. And check it out. Let us know what you think. Additionally, we're raising a seed round. So if you want to learn more, email us at founders@fibuy.com. Thanks a lot, guys.
OK, thoughts on content curation of videos?
So is there personalization involved, or it's all just curated?
So based on time of day, location, and we're pulling in some social graph info, we add that kind of layer of context, so it's not just curation.
So while I hear that this is good for prepping for parties, it's really an entertainment source. So what's going to drive folks off of everything else that's out there to spend time here?
Well, I think that it's not just about entertainment, it's about anything, from entertainment to education. And I think that what's going to drive people is people are sick of going to YouTube and just searching and spending a lot of time. This is dead simple. You get there and it takes you to the process of discovery. It's worked really well for music, hasn't worked really well for video.
Like Songza, for example?
Songza for video, exactly.
That's
you
what
got it.
Call it.
Okay.
All the content is YouTube content?
So we're launching today with YouTube Vimeo. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll have about 10 to 15 other sources.
And where's the money?
So we're building the interest graph for video, so contextual lead gen, right? So once we understand, it's Friday night, you want to watch movie trailers, we'll kind of upsell you to the Netflix of the world and put ads in between.
I love the idea. I got suckered one time into watching a stupid YouTube video, and ever since then, the recommendations have all been crap. So, I'm sold. Why didn't launch use it for finding the best curated videos of pitches?
Could have easily done that.
Should have done that.
Yeah.
Jason spitting on Chamath. Jason spitting on Chamath would be like up here.
There you go.
You missed it, Dave.
We'll talk about that for next year.
So is there any actual tech beyond for the recommendations and categories, or is it really just, you mentioned a little bit of location and time and social graph, but beyond that it really is moderation and upvotes and downvotes? Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's funny, we actually started the company with the idea of doing a video recommendation engine, looked at hiring, MIT grads and stuff like that, and then we just said, you know what? I think this would be a better solution. It's just a lot more simple. And
well, Jason can talk all about human-powered search if you want to get some tips.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't jump in front of Google. It's a
Right.
bad
Gotta do a better
business
job with
practice.
songs. I have a hard time with the music selections it makes. So I mean, that's going to be key.
right, and what we're really excited about is we're going multi-platform. So obviously mobile, but also television. So huge opportunity there. The television app market is where mobile was in 2007. So that's our next step.
So you will be on devices, trying to get on devices.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you guys think there's a chance, what's the best advice to getting people off of YouTube onto a curation service? Do you guys think that that's reasonable or easy or possible?
So, I mean, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. I've helped Jim Lanzone start Clicker. I was an investor in a company
which launched here.
Video
Yeah.
Surf.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah. I think there's a real need for discovery, and search is not the answer for video. It doesn't work, and particularly searching on unstructured tag data is kind of useless. So there is a real need for browse and discovery. I'm not sure that there's enough here to make it work. It's a really, really hard problem, and I think it's interesting to see what happens with what you guys do, but I guess having spent a lot of time looking at this space, I think it's not simple.
And
Definitely not
Clicker-
simple.
My
Clicker
advice would be
Clicker
start with one category and do a really great job there, because you had everything on there, and go with music videos or something, that you can do really well. Because if you try and do everything, then you're not going to do any of them well.
Did Clicker, Dave, build audience, or did they build tech and then they got sold? Because I didn't perceive that they hit scale, but they built a beautiful product.
Yeah, Clicker, I mean, there was audience, and there's also a lot of, so there's sort of two approaches to this problem. One is pure tech, which was Video Surf, which Microsoft bought, which is really understanding semantically what's in the video, right? And being able to sort of do stuff with that. And then the other is human-generated sort of data, which is what Clicker was doing. And there's probably some combination between the two that's really needed to get this, but it's really hard to get right. I actually think having spent a lot of time on music, this is 10 times harder than music. That's why no one solved it.
Yeah, Dave Goldberg started Launch.com, which was purchased by Yahoo.
You've now copied my logo, not just my name. I want to point out, this is my old logo. It looks exactly like this.
Does it look like it?
Yeah.
Very similar.
Well, did you have the astronaut cap?
No astronaut, but the font.
Really?
Change the font, and it looks exactly the same.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, they say mature poets and mature poets. More questions. Stefan? What do you think when you have an entrepreneur who's in this position of taking on a challenge that, let's face it, everybody has failed at? Nobody has ever been able to crack this nut. What do you, as investors and judges, how do you give feedback? I mean, do you want to tell them to try your hardest, but understand it's a 1 in 100? Or do you want to tell them stop and find another problem?
I say go for it. I mean, look, content curation is the key, right? It's the curators. So you had Howard Lindzen. If I was a stock guy, that's probably who I would watch if you can get him. So everything, your product is going to live and die by the content curators. So good luck.
Lean into the content creator.
Yeah, I think you have to go very, very specific audience, frankly.
Yeah,
I can see
narrow
some
your
interesting
focus.
e-learning thing or something like that. I think opening it up to the world, I would say don't do that. That just seems like too much of a problem. But a certain audience, though, for maybe it is stock guys, maybe it is educators teaching geography. Those things I think can be not a huge business, but a very interesting product.
How will they know they've cracked the code? How will they know if they've actually succeeded? Like if they do it in a vertical,
Traffic.
X will happen. Well, that's obvious.
Users
but,
and traffic.
yeah, but I mean, is there something, in one, is there some
I think
the
people's
visit?
I think people's expectations of how good something like this should be are very high, and the reality of delivering that is very, very hard. And so it's really this gap of people's expectations versus reality. Like I said, music, if you think about it, has there's millions of songs, but there's actually only a few thousand artists that matter. It's not actually that hard to then group those artists by genre and to then curate on that. And so music is actually really simple relative to video. And so that's why I think, yeah, if you focus really hard on one category, it's still going to be hard, but you might figure out a way to crack it, and you'll see that community grow. I think trying to do everything is
so you see this
way
as,
too hard.
in a way, like what Pandora did to MP3s and individual tracks, this could be.
In a very specific category, you might be able
More
to
like
figure it out.
songs.
Certain category, yeah. There's
Wow.
1.5 million videos today get uploaded. Just that your ability to understand those things is just, it's not the same as the art. It's not the same as Music Tuesday where everything comes out, right?
Yeah, I mean, we used to manually update our music database with all the new music that came out. You can't do that with online video. It's just massive amounts.
Awesome. Any closing feedback?
Thanks for listening, guys.
Okay, cheers. Bye-bye. Okay.